Welcome back to another 2023 Prep Series video. This is episode 23 of the series. This will be recapping the prior week of prep, which was 3 weeks out. Then we will be setting the standards for 2 weeks out, which is really crazy to say. Now that we've been prepping for, 28 complete weeks. And then we do have a number of shows coming up in the fall as well. So just doing a 30-week prep to the first show. Did incorporate some diet breaks and stuff in there. So if you are new to the prep series, no, I've not been straight dieting there, but definitely check out the playlist. Hopefully share a lot of helpful content week to week. And as always in this video, we'll be covering training, nutrition, activity, and then have some posing content at the end for you guys. I won't lie to you, prep is very monotonous, kind of a struggle day to day, just because energy levels are never where you'd want them to be, especially coming into training and just daily activities. But not going to harp on that too much. Kind of that end is in near that first show, so just need to kind of have tunnel vision, finish out this first leg of the fat loss process. So gonna hop over to training first and foremost. Nothing really changing here for training, sticking to the same split, that push lower pull, and then we have a cardio weak point day with an upper lower to finish out the week. So 6 days of training more or less, but you'll see the first 3 days on screen. So essentially did reduce just one of my top sets for dumbbell bench from the 120s down to the 110s, just falling out of the rep range, and had 2 weeks of not hitting that bottom end is 6 reps, just failing on 5. So just reducing the weight there, keep the rep number kind of in check with what I have programmed. Outside of that, nothing else changing in the program. We'll be just rolling through training as usual. At this point, just trying to hold on to as much muscle as humanly possible. And with having further shows out, not gonna take the foot off the gas here for the first show. Just gonna really train almost through it. We'll go through my peak week plans in next week's video, or essentially maybe I'll do a one-off video just kind of talking through peak week in general, because I know there's a lot of questions around that, a lot of research I've put into it, so I'd be happy to share kind of my thoughts, I'll call it experimentation for my first peak week this go around. And you guys will see the second half of the week, or the last 3 days, up on screen as well. But very standard to what we've been doing, just some general cardio and arms there, and then finishing out the day, or finishing out the week with an upper and a lower session. But that kind of sums it up for training, and then hopping over to the prep and activity for the last 2 weeks. Average macros: 243 protein, 250 carb, 78 fat, coming out to a caloric average of 2,673 calories. Cardio as usual, doing the 20 minutes incline treadmill at 3 miles per hour and a 12.5 incline, bring you right out to 200 calories in a mile for distance. And then for the weights, unfortunately, did just totally brain fart on that Sunday to get my weight. So maybe that 1.3 pounds loss is a little bit more than it would actually be with a Sunday number, obviously depending on where my weight came in. But ultimately, we are trending down. So just going to keep the macros the exact same. Not expecting a ton of fat loss in between now and the show, to be honest with you. You guys will kind of see the physique on screen. Did make a couple of tweaks on posing, so just going to kind of work through the last finishing touches of that. And then for the first show, just kind of a curveball to me, depending on the turnout we may be doing classic physique. Just with a smaller turnout in bodybuilding, the promoter did give us that ability if we want to switch over to classic physique. So ultimately, I want to compete at the end of the day, especially in this first show, which I'm seeing more as like a warm up show for the year. Will be my only time competing in the OCB. So I just want to get some stage time, get some competition in, hopefully do well in both novice and open, whether that's in classic physique or in bodybuilding. It's kind of up in the air, but nothing changing in terms of everything else. I just got to keep the consistency these last few weeks and just keep rolling through. Yeah, not a whole lot to say. It's just another general prep update. Doing my best to stay positive, keep the ball rolling, and not stress about anything like what category we'll be in at the end of the day, hitting similar poses. Physique will still be peaking the exact same way, so not going to stress about it too much there. But as always, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those down below. Happy to interact with you guys. Leave a like on the video if you have been enjoying the prep series or got some value out of this video. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. As always, have a great rest of your day and stay fed.